In this video, we're going to talk about imports and exports. Now, these are not specific to TypeScript. However, TypeScript is a superset of ES 2015 or ES6. So essentially, an import and an export allows us to import something from another file. Now, these somethings are called modules. A module can be a string, it could be an object, it could be an array, it could be a decorator, it could be absolutely anything that you want to export. So let's assume that we have a function inside of here, which simply makes something uppercase. In TypeScript, we will then say, we're going to take a string and it's going to be of type string. So this is already introducing you to TypeScript in a function argument. So normally in JavaScript, we would write something like this. However, in TypeScript, we say it's going to be a string. So TypeScript can then check that the value that we're actually passing in is in fact a string. Now, inside of here, what we could do is do return and then str, which is our function argument, and then we can call to uppercase. So this will essentially create a new string, which is then converted to uppercase. Inside of here, what we might do is let and then my name, and then we can simply do equals Todd. Now we can optionally type this and say it's of type string. So let's assume that I want to actually console log this and convert the my name to an uppercase. So in normal JavaScript, we would access the function from some form of lexical scope where function and uppercase is somewhere available inside of here. However, with imports and exports, we need to actually tell this formatter to export, and we want to import it into this main. So all we need to do to export is export the function. And you can see uppercase is not available. So what we can actually do is do import, and all we're going to do is import this uppercase from, and we're going to use the current, and we're going to import the formatter. So that has now found the module. Obviously, if we rename this, it's going to go red. So this is why TypeScript is also really nice, because if you spell anything wrong or reference a file, it will then tell you and we can correct it. And you can also click and it will then jump over to the file. So if I then close this and then click, it then opens that file for me. So there's some really nice features here in TypeScript, and hopefully this gives you a small introduction before we get started with actually writing some Angular code.